Good evening, good evening, good evening. How is everyone doing this evening? I was doing some running around today. And so I got to get myself together for this live. I am going to be going live tonight at 8 p.m. with Charlie Hands of the Hands Law Firm. So if you guys are interested in asset protection and trusts, tune in to our live tonight at 8 p.m. So as I'm getting ready to get myself together, I figured let's kind of go over some marketing tips. So if we need to kind of refine anything, change anything, we can kind of get our businesses together, because come February, March, April, May, June is going to be a really big retail season. Income tax, all these winter formals, dances, spring break, Mother's Day, Father's Day, all that good stuff. So the trust and asset protection live will be tonight at 8 p.m. on Eastern Standard Time. So 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, and I guess 5 p.m. Pacific Time. So I'll be going live and adding Charlie. He's an estate planning attorney, and so you'll want to tune into that. Okay, so let's get into marketing. No matter how great your product is, how wonderful it is, it's revolutionary. There's nothing like it. Just because your product's great, it doesn't mean it's going to sell. Okay? Having a great product is the first part to sales, but being able to market the product, being able to get your product to the people that want your product, that is what the majority of, or a large chunk of sum of people's money goes to, getting the product out, getting awareness out. And so a lot of times people don't know about your product because either we're not marketing the product correctly, maybe we're marketing it to the wrong people. So I wanted to kind of give a little guideline as to what you need to be doing to make sure that your product is being able to be seen by who needs to see it, okay? So the first thing we need to know is, who is your target audience? Who is your product, your service? Who is it designed for? Well, I want everyone to buy my product. Well, baby, everyone can buy your product, but you can't market to everyone. You can only market to who your target audience is, okay? Your target audience is who is your product or service designed for. That doesn't mean that other people who you're not marketing to won't come, but you have to have a brand sound, a brand tone. Knowing who you're marketing to will also help you know how to market, okay? For example, Chanel. Chanel is a, for those who don't know, Chanel is going to be a high-end, luxurious purse or bag brand. They have clothes, they have shoes, but they're more on the high-end side, okay? A woman's going to spend $5,000, $8,000, $10,000, $12,000 on a Chanel bag. Rexy, I'm on live. For the simple purpose of, when I go out to brunch, Rex, I'll just take the toy. When I go out to brunch, when I go out to dinner, I don't want everyone having my bag, okay? So Chanel is a very high-end brand. If Chanel were to run a friends and family discount, if Chanel were to have I'm going to go do a buy one, get one free sale, well, that will bring in another clientele, those who are on a budget, right? But if Chanel were to start doing a friends and family discount, a buy one, get one free sale, a Black Friday sale, they got people camped out in front of Chanel on Black Friday trying to get this Black Friday sale, well, then they're going to lose their target audience, right? A woman who's going to be spending $5,000 to $10,000 on a purse, because I'm not going to wear the purse if Keisha and them and everyone where I go to has the purse too. I'm paying this money so that when I go somewhere, everyone doesn't have my purse. Everyone doesn't have my shoe, okay? On the other hand, if you think about a brand like Michael Kors will be a brand that's more affordable, okay? So Michael Kors can very much well have a friends and family sale, a Black Friday sale, because they're like, I guess, an affordable brand, right? A girl who has a Michael Kors purse knows that when she goes out, there may be 10 other girls with the Michael Kors purse, right? But the Michael Kors purse, I don't wear Michael Kors, so I don't know. I guess it's going to cost $100. I don't know how much Michael Kors costs, but I'm sure it's affordable, right? Because they brand themselves as an affordable brand. Now, if Michael Kors were to come out with this exclusive purse, and the purse costs $10,000, who's signing up to buy the $10,000 Michael Kors purse? Not many people, okay? Saying all that to say, we need to know who is your target audience, who is your product and service designed for, what does that person want, okay? So I go back to Chanel. Chanel's a high-end brand. If I were to have Lil Boosie or Kodak Black come in and do a commercial for Chanel. Now, I'm not saying that people who wear Chanel don't like Lil Boosie, because I wear Chanel and I love Lil Boosie, right? But Chanel's target audience, 9 out of 10 times, is not going to be at a Lil Boosie Kodak Black concert, right? So if they decide to do this big old campaign with Lil Boosie, let me not even do Lil Boosie. With, who is the girl that just wears me low? Sexy Red. Ooh, Chanel gonna partner up with Sexy Red. If y'all know who Sexy Red is, she's the girl who sings that God-forsaken song about your booty hole being brown. Baby. So they're going to do a campaign with Sexy Red. Sexy Red going to be on there on stage wearing the Chanel purse with no shoes on doing her song. Oh, Chanel's clients are going to stop buying Chanel because that doesn't resonate with me. So the whole point of knowing who you're marketing to is to know, how am I supposed to market? How am I supposed to advertise my product? What does my person want to see? Now, I'm not saying that Sexy Red herself don't have a Chanel bag. Sexy Red may have several Chanel bags. And there may be a lot of y'all on here who say, girl, that's my jam, and y'all walk into Chanel. I'm not saying that a Sexy Red person won't get Chanel, won't walk into Chanel. What I'm saying is Chanel can't now go target to Sexy Red's target audience. You're going to get more people in than who you're targeting to, but you have to target your lane to who your target audience is, okay? So tip number 1, you got to know who is your audience. What is the price point supposed to be? What kind of things are going to make your target audience like the product, want to see the product, resonate with the product? If you want to do an affordable brand, Fashion Nova. Fashion Nova is known for, oh, I like this. Come on, Elf. I'm trying to see what kind of drugstore products I can, kind of bring into my little routine. I kept seeing this little Elf primer, and baby, she is the bomb. So, Fashion Nova. Fashion Nova is known for being an affordable, fashion-friendly brand. Their clothes may be a little risque or a little fashion forward, showing some skin, right? If Fashion Nova were to go do a $2 million or say a $10 million marketing campaign, and they're about to market all the first ladies at churches, well, is that who their target audience is? Okay? Now, I'm not saying that there's not a hip, cool first lady that may wear a little Fashion Nova out, or when her and her Her and her husband are on vacation. She got her a little unit together. But 9 out of 10 times, the first lady is not showing up to church in anything Fashion Nova because it's a little more on the risque side, okay? Now, if you have been anywhere in the news, I'm sure you guys have been watching this Stanley Cup phenomenon. I am a Stanley fan. For those who don't know, this is a Stanley Cup. It is the best cup ever. I have 5, right? But I'm talking about Stanley today because if you Google Stanley, there's a phenomenon, okay? If I have any people on here who are old, like me, the Stanley Cup reminds me of the Cabbage Patch Kid phenomenon, right? Where you and your mom at the store, your mom over there fighting with the people. Everyone's trying to get that Cabbage Patch doll, right? You got to have that Cabbage Patch doll. Well, if you Google the Stanley Cup phenomenon, you're gonna see women running in Target, women camped out in front of Target 2 and 3 hours early. I was at Target the other day. I came on time and baby didn't get me a cup. But everyone is trying to get their hands on a Stanley Cup, okay? And the thing about Stanley is that Stanley has been around, the company Stanley has been around for over 100 years. Stanley Cup started in 1913, okay? You probably, like myself, have never heard of a Stanley Cup maybe until the last couple of years. So I want to kind of use the Stanley Cup phenomenon as an example as to maybe if we're not having sales or if we're trying to increase our sales, it may not be that your product or your service is not good. It may be that you are marketing to the wrong person, okay, or the wrong group of people. And all Stanley did, a company that was known for having accessories for camping, right? So if you've heard of a brand named Yeti, Y-E-T-I, Yeti is another big brand in the camping world. I was never a Yeti fan. You know, I always found cheaper cups that could hold the ice better than a Yeti. But, you know, Yetis were really popular. But Stanley is a brand that was mostly for camping, for construction workers, mostly for men. They targeted men who were out working in the field, okay? Most of their cups were black, blue, green. They had like soup mugs or thermoses. That's what most of their inventory was. This cup is called the Quencher, okay? Let me tell you why it's the bomb and you must have it. It's gonna hold your ice for 2 days. I can't drink anything without ice. I have to have ice. I don't want it if it don't have ice, right? And although all these cups say your ice is gonna last, it doesn't. This keeps your ice for a couple of days. The best part is, although there are other cups that will keep your ice overnight, they don't have the car cup holder. Most of the cups that will keep your ice overnight or keep your drink really cold are going to be more in a thermos water bottle kind of a thing, right? So one, to me, the design's kind of ugly. It doesn't fit in your car. If you put it in the passenger seat and you hit a curb, now I'm good to hit me a little curb, you know, and it tips over, the water of your drink's going to spill out. And so there are a lot of design things that people don't like with the thermos. So this Stanley Quencher has been out for a while. In fact, they were going to discontinue this cup back in about 2017. They had decided they were going to discontinue it. They were not getting a lot of sales. Okay, so Stanley wasn't just printing money. Stanley wasn't just this brand that was like this phenomenon has been going on for years. This phenomenon is maybe no more than 2 or 3 years old with the Stanley Cup, okay? So any new company who's on here or any company who's been here for a while and y'all thinking this just not working, I'm about to throw in the towel. Before you throw it, y'all, just hold on. I got something for you, okay? I got something for you. Now, Stanley did $250 million in 2022. And their sales went from $250,000 to $750,000 in 2023. Okay? Why? How did a cup that was about to be discontinued, how did a cup that was doing the least amount of sales skyrocket to a phenomenon? They changed who they were marketing to. So as I said, the Stanley Cup was being marketed to men. Boring colors, brown, black, forest green, more of a thermos style. The quencher didn't do really good sales. And there was a buyer's guide magazine that was ran by a woman, and she stumbled upon the cup. And she did a review on the cup and said, this is the best cup ever. You have to get your hands on this cup. And she talked about the features that I just said were great about the cup. It's not a thermos style. It's, the Yetis and the other knockoffs, you have to hold your cup like this, right? Where people really want to have a handle. So if I'm loading my bag, if I'm loading my chair and I'm walking to my son's game, it's kind of easier to have it like this. Another feature is it has a straw. I don't have to keep unscrewing a lid to drink it. The best feature is that it has the cup holder, okay? So in her review, she's going over all of these features and she's talking about how great the Stanley Cup is. And the review got Stanley's attention, but they let her know, hey, boo, we're discontinuing this cup. So thanks for the review. But, this cup is our lowest. Do not like this new eyebrow pencil, but we'll have to keep it going. They were telling her, we're about to discontinue this cup. Like, thank you for the review, but this is our lowest selling product, okay? This is 2017. 18, 19, 20, 21. So 7 years ago, they were about to discontinue a product that took them from $200 million a year to $750. Okay? So anybody who's on this live and don't nothing go right for you, and I'm tired of this business, and I put all this money in, I'm about to throw in the towel. I'm telling you, that's just a part of business. It's all about navigating and getting what is our sweet spot. What is it I'm supposed to be doing, okay? I'll continue. So, the ladies, there's 3 ladies who's doing this buyer guide. They're saying, no, you cannot discontinue this cup. We told all of our viewers to go get the cup. So they go in on their blog and they say, ladies, they're about to discontinue this cup, y'all. Go to these stores and try to get you a Stanley Cup before it's discontinued. Stanley, the company, saw an increase of sales just from this buyer's guide. A group of 3 women, not Stanley's target audience. I told you their target audience was men, construction workers, and camping. They said, well, we are seeing an increase in sales. And so the lady said, well, can we do an affiliate program? They said, well, no, we don't have an affiliate program, but if you guys order, I'll give you a wholesale order. My light went out. I'll give you a wholesale order. They had to order 10,000 cups. They ordered the 10,000 cups, and the women sold the cups on their own, just on their social media platforms, in 4 days. Okay? Stanley's about to discontinue this cup, y'all. It's on its way out. They ain't making no money on the cup. 3 women just 3 women are talking on the blog. Listen to you. They're no cup experts. They're not from a marketing team. They're just saying, hey, we like this cup. Don't discontinue it. We'll buy the 10,000. They sold out the 10,000 just talking about why you got to have this cup. I think it was 4 days. Don't quote me on the 4 days, but they sold 10,000 in a couple of days, okay? So what Stanley does is they fly down to the state to where these women were to talk to them about the cup. Lesson number 2. As a business owner, you don't know everything. I'm going to say it again. As a business owner, you don't know everything. Sometimes the person that you least expect to get advice from, least expect to get a tip from, has something for you. For that reason, never discredit what someone has to say as constructive criticism, no matter how low on the totem pole you think they are. It could be I have gotten so many tips from employees. You want to do what? That don't even make sense. Well, why? Okay, it don't make sense. Tell me why you want to do this. Tell me why this will be a benefit. Tell me why this makes sense, because it don't make sense to me. And so when I get their feedback, even though it don't make sense to me, I'll try it. So they fly down to listen to these 3 women. So business owners, you do not know it all. If someone has a tip, hear it out. They fly to these 3 girls and they're like, what is it about the cup? Why are you guys so fascinated about the cup? What is it? If we were to keep this cup, it's not really selling. Like what advice would you give us as to what we should be doing with this cup? Because it's not really making sense. So the women are talking about the cup from a women's perspective. We love that it has the cup handle and the straw and it fits in your car, but the colors are ugly. Like, can we get, a pink? Can we get an orange? Can we get a light green? Because I told you, Stanley was in forest green, black, all those boy colors, right? This Chanel is not doing what I thought it was going to do. Come on, Chanel. You're supposed to get me together. So they sat down and they took the advice of giving more vibrant colors, things that women like. And they decided to change their target audience and say, hey, let's start promoting this cup to women. Okay? Business owners, you do not know it all. You never know where your blessing or your breakthrough is coming from. You have to always be open to just hearing things out, even if you don't agree, even if you don't know it, because someone may be able to see something different than what you see. Okay. So Stanley says, okay, we're going to take your, now mind you, these women, they wasn't hired. This isn't even their job. They're just, trying to help this company out because they like the cup. So Stanley then goes and takes the cup that's about to be discontinued, and they go and they make these colors, right? They make orange, pink, blue, light blue, purple. They do everything that the ladies say. They made it very female friendly, okay? And then they said, well, we're not about to do any real marketing on this because, we don't want to put all this money into a dying product. But what we're going to do is we will open up an affiliate program, right? So the ladies are saying, if you're not going to do any marketing, at least let some influencers be able to talk about the cup and have a little affiliate, I'm going to use this brush, have a little affiliate code. If I promote the brush, if I promote the cup and people like it, then they can get paid off it. So they took their whole brand over just in giving affiliate links. They ain't paying nobody. You ain't see Kim Kardashian talking about the Stanley Cup. You're not seeing Kylie talk about a skinny cup. So when people go and say, I got to spend $10,000 in marketing, I got to go pay a celebrity all this money. You ain't got to do all that. You got to just find who is your product for. And you may have the best product and the best service, but you're marketing it in the wrong area, in the wrong city, to the wrong people, at the wrong price point, in the wrong color. Okay? Now, this is Stanley. Stanley, the company, once again, has been around since 1913. This is not no startup. Business mistakes happen at all levels. Business lessons happen at all levels. So I try to tell my fellow business owners, don't get discouraged, okay? Stanley, who's been around for over 100 years, marketing their product to the wrong people, okay? Mistakes happen to everyone at every level. So just by providing affiliate links, giving influencers the cup, one thing Stanley did have, they got a bomb product, okay? Now, I don't know if y'all saw the video where a lady's car, is not funny, but a lady's car caught on fire. And she opens up her car. The car is burnt to a crisp, baby. The car is black. Done that brush. The car is burnt. The car is gone. And she opens up the car after it's burnt up. And her Stanley is sitting in her cup holder. And she opens the lid. And mind you, the outside is black. It's tarched. It has smoke and soot all on the top. But when she opens up the cup, the ice is still inside. And that is the number one reason why I got this Stanley cup. Your ice will last you 2-3 days, right? It's going to melt. It'll melt down, but it's going to still be in the ice cubes. And I could not find any other cup that did that, okay? So, with just influencer marketing, people just talking about how they like the cup. Now, I'm not saying go get you an influence marketer and then but your product isn't the bomb. You got to have a bomb product. Your product has to be like blue magic. It has to be on point. Your service has to be on point. But when you have a good product or a good service and you target it to the right people, bam, 200 million to 750 million in a year. A product that they're about to discontinue. We don't need it. Nobody wants it. We're wasting our money on this. Women are camped out outside in line waiting to get the cup. Waiting to get the cup. And then what they're going to do, they had a Stanley cup, a Stanley Starbucks Target edition, which would be like a little Barbie pink. You know, it's a limited edition. They only make X amount. It got released yesterday, hence I were all in front of Target, but I didn't get mine. And the cup is $45. I paid $70 for this because you can't get it in blue. I got it on Amazon for $70. The pink Starbucks cup I saw today was going for $223. $223. No, I ain't doing that for no cup. I ain't doing all that. $223 of a cup that was about to be discontinued. Okay? So they didn't do no $15 million ad spend. Kylie Jenner didn't save the company. All you have to do is get your product to the right person. So from just changing their audience from construction workers, construction men camping, making fun colors, it turned their business around. Okay? So those of you guys who are like, how do I scale my business? How do I get more customers? How do I get this thing going? Either our company is not, maybe you're like in the beginning phase, or we're I'm still trying to make a profit phase, or you can be, well, it's working, I want to just make it work on a bigger scale. The number one thing is making sure that the people who you need the product know you exist, and that is called marketing. Who is your target audience? Your target audience is not everyone. Now, if you watch this, if you've never heard of Stanley, you don't know what I'm talking about, you've never seen the cup, just Google it. Google the Stanley phenomenon and watch these women run and push each other over a cup. Not a man in sight in Target. Not a man in sight in these things. A simple changing of a color and changing who they're trying to sell the product to made their company go viral and skyrocket. What can you change in your business that will take your business to that next level? It doesn't always require money. People are, I need funding. I had someone contact me. They wanted me to, how to do my makeup on these lives. Hey, can you wear our product and blah, 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 blah. And, I am a straightforward kind of a person. So if you want me to do your product, that's not a problem. But, I went on their Instagram and I said, well, I don't mind doing it. I, of course, need an affiliate link because, ain't nothing for free. But I said, baby, I can send you all the people in the world. When they come to your website, when they go to your Instagram page, baby, it's not giving what it needs to give. So sometimes people are looking for money to market. I hate when I buy new stuff and go back to the old stuff. Sometimes you guys are thinking, I need to do a big marketing campaign, but not realizing, is your website together? Is your website showcasing your business to the best of its ability, or is there some improvement you can do on your website? How's your social media page, right? Is that bio self-explanatory? So when someone hits your page, they know exactly what you do, or do I got to scroll down, 10, 15? I was on a consultation yesterday, and the guy was like, well, scroll down to the 15th row. Baby, who's scrolling down 15 rows? If someone's in their car on Instagram, and they shouldn't be, if someone, is watching TV and scrolling, when they're hitting your page, they're going to go down 1, 2, 3 screens. And that's it. If you don't catch them in the 1, 2, 3 lines, they are off your page and on to the next. You have to grab their attention. You have to let them know quickly, easily, what it is that you're selling, why they need it, and why you're the person for it, right? So maybe you don't need funding. Maybe you don't need to hire this marketing company. Maybe you just need to change the packaging. Maybe you need to change what your website's looking like. Maybe we need to get our social media page together. Maybe it's, I need to change maybe our packaging may be a little boring. Or maybe I'm only on my Instagram page just showing all these stock photos. Like the makeup company that contacted me, they're like all their pictures on their page were like professional pictures, right? Like stock pictures. And since, I am a makeup connoisseur, like a person needs to know, what does the makeup look like on? What does this highlighter look like if I'm fair skinned, if I'm tan, if I'm dark skinned? Like, how do I know what it looks like? Me looking at this isn't going to sell it. But if you have a girl like me who's putting it on or on my, show it to me, give it to me how, as I'm sitting at home, I can be like, oh, I need that, right? So a lot of times, what's going to take you from 4 to 5 figures, 5 to 6 figures, 6 to 7 figures, and 7 to 8 figures is something small, something minute. Change your business hours, changing the color, just something small. It can be something so small, and it just makes your product pop. It just makes your service pop. Extending your, but what you have to do is you got to kind of, try some different things, game plan, consult with someone, you want to book a consultation, type consultation, a link will be sent to you, find you another brand, just find you somebody who knows what they're doing. But sometimes it's just a little twist, a little turn takes you and your business to that next level. Okay? Now, if Stanley, a company who's been around since 1913, they are about to discontinue this cup. Had Stanley discontinued this cup, none of y'all would have heard about this. We wouldn't be having this conversation right now because I would have never found Stanley because I'm not a camper. I don't want nothing that's black, brown, or green. So I would have never even had a Stanley cup, right? So a lot of times what you need to take your business to that next level is something small and minute. You got to just kind of think outside the box. You got to kind of just, game plan, get you someone that can help you, like look at your product, give you some critique. Ask your employees. I would always ask my employees, hey y'all, what's something that we can do? And I had my hair salon franchise. I had a hair salon franchise called Super Weave Express, home of the $50 salon in Houston, Texas. We had 10 locations between Houston and Louisiana. And I would ask, we used to have a monthly meeting once a month on Sunday, 7 a.m. And I would ask my team, because I want some outside, like, what do y'all think would be something good? And I had a front desk doll, so I called my front desk staff. She goes, you should have a doll club, because we refer to everyone as doll. Hey doll, hey doll, hey doll. You should have a doll club. A doll club? What's that? Like a membership program where if they're here if they have so many visits, they become a doll, and we can do something special for them. I thought that was the dumbest idea ever. Who wants a doll program? Because to me, I could care less about that stuff. I don't need special treatment. I'm a real to myself person, just go in, go out. Who wants all that? But once again, I said I'm gonna try it. If no one cares about the doll program, then all I gotta do is just stop it. And so if you came to my salon for 10 visits, you became a doll. You had like a little special card. We would put doll behind your name in the system. So when you checked in, the front desk girl would ring a bell and go, there's a doll in the house. And then all the stylists and staff would go, hey doll. In the salon, everyone had a black cape on who were customers. We would have the dolls have a pink cape, right? Baby, these women love being a doll. So some women would do like the doll's here, they dancing, they just ringing a bell and telling someone, hey doll, and on your birthday you would get what did I give you? You would get a free shampoo and style. Like if you came to me 10 times, I'm gonna go ahead and shampoo and style you. So the month of your birthday, you could come in and you would get a free shampoo and style. They loved it. Who loved it more were the other people who weren't dolls. What's a doll? How do I become a doll? So now people are wanting to come and get their hair shampoo. They're trying to come. Am I on my 10th visit? Am I on my 10th? They're wanting to become a doll. I thought it was the dumbest thing ever. But what I'm not going to do is not try it. Hey, I think this is dumb. I don't like it. See, a lot of time as a business owner, we think, well, I don't like it, so no one else does. Are you your target audience? If you're not your target audience, just because you don't like it doesn't mean that someone else won't like it. So listen to your employees. Listen to your friends and family if they have businesses. Listen to some of your customers. You can send out after every service, you can kind of do like a little follow-up email. I would do this. Our front desk had it every time someone came. The next day, we're going to call you. Hey, this is Joy from Super Express. You came and got your hair done. How did you like your service? And what could we do better? See, some people don't want to hurt your feelings. So some people don't want to complain, right? But if you open the door with saying, what could we do better? You're kind of saying, hey, tell me if I didn't do something right. Well, if someone didn't like their hair on day one and I can get them back in and then make them happy, I can keep them as a customer. If my staff is out of order and doing something that they aren't supposed to be doing, I want to know immediately so I can go regulate that girl, right? And with having 100 employees, you can't regulate them all yourself. So Sending out a follow-up email. I will call or send a text. Sometimes people don't want to, they can't be confrontational via the phone, but on them keys, they can give it to you, right? So tell me what you didn't like, Was someone smelling like weed? Did the front desk girl have an attitude? I want to know. Give it to me so I can go ahead and make sure that everything is being run accordingly. So what are some things that you can do? Where can you get some ideas as to how to maybe make a couple of changes and then just try them out? It's going to be trial and error. I told you this kind of been around for 1913. Okay? They're about to go discontinue this cup. Every business goes through this. So just because you haven't had your hit, you don't know, you're about to get rid of the wings, you're going to cancel this. This is normal in business, okay? But I'm saying this whole Stanley thing so you understand anything is possible, and it doesn't take a lot of money to get you to that next level. So I gotta get ready for this trust live. If you want to know about asset protection, trust, business trust, family trust, protecting your assets, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific. I'm about to go on live with attorney Charlie Hands, and he's going to break down what a trust is, how you can benefit from it, how you use it, and all that great jazz, okay? Everyone have an awesome, what is today? Awesome Thursday, and hopefully I will see you tonight. Bye-bye. Already see a difference. It's a different look, so I'm trying to get used to it. Hey, Core.
People said Jesus said turn your light off, but people see you getting naked. You got to turn your light off.
What?
You forgot to turn your light off.
Oh, okay. Okay.